Hey guys, in today's video we're going to put the Summit 8704 cam inside the S15 and ruin its drivability forever possibly. Exhaust clips by the end of the video, right?
Yep.
First things first, the whole reason I got the cam finally for this was basically because the rad needs to be replaced. It developed a leak and pulling the rad out gives you all the room to get the crank pulley off and the front stuff and do all that. So I figured it would be a shame to replace the rad and not do the cam at the same time. Here's a new rad, radiator, whatever you guys want to call it, from our favorite parts store. Just give it a rinse and get the old one out, put that in. Well, get the old one out, put the cam in, and then put that in. I guess that'll be the final step. Let's start taking some stuff apart. This truck was the first LS swap we ever did. Me and Rob did, mostly Rob. And today's gonna be like an adventure through memory lane because I'm gonna remember all the things we kind of did that, you know, might have been quick or just quirks about this thing. The first quirk here, this serpentine belt does not come off the power steering pump because it's so close to the steering box. So it's a unique thing for this truck. Rob's been working on the engine, getting all the valve covers, valve train stuff off. I've been pulling all the front apart, getting the rad out right now, then the water pump. If you guys can see, other S10 guys, we sunk the rad in. See how this is level with, of course, the fourth there. And we cut this notch out for that. So it actually works out pretty good, but kind of ended up being the demise of the rad because right here, we didn't cut enough and this part of the core support actually dug into the rod and created a leak. So we'll probably cut that a bit shorter once we get this out. And it's hot.
I'm pulling the plugs out.
Oh, let's see. Probably haven't been pulled out in like years.
They look pretty good actually. Whoa, they're like those diamond tip
I went
ones.
fancy the first time.
Oh, platinums.
Always the first time.
Well, they look really good though.
I got all this out of the way, hoping this, you know, won't be in the way. We'll be able to still get the cam out and the new one in. Because this unbolts, but part of this is just part of the core support up here. Rob's trying to figure out the method to use this tool.
Yeah.
With these valve springs.
This is like a Chevy small block type valve spring tool. So I'm just trying to come up with the right way to do it.
Yeah, and then I got to get the balancer off, front cover, and it's the most it's been taken apart since it was built 5 years ago, so having fun already. You know, you figure something usually goes wrong, a project like this. And, well, it's not wrong, it's just a little roadblock we gotta get around.
Oh, Mike,
right?
you didn't do a fucking inventory check before you did the install. You should have everything lined up.
We did, but...
I didn't start counting the springs until we were just about ready to put them in. But basically, well, now that I got it off, I can show you. So this is a stock valve seal. This is a double valve spring. When you put this on, it hits this edge, which means it's not seating properly. These springs we got from a buddy, and they were on a set of cylinder heads. So it needs these kind of seals, but we only got 10. So we're short 6. But we're gonna get some more seals from somebody.
Atomic Engine again is gonna help us out.
With the valve seals, yeah. So, yeah, it sounds like we'll be all right there, but at least we can get one side done. We can get the cam in now and be an hour, 2, 3 until we see those parts. But pretty good for Saturday.
Like I said, I don't know if using this tool is the best tool.
You made one.
Well, no, I'm using the one that I bought to do the Jimmy.
You can just use a
Of what?
box and wrench, dude. You gotta modify it, obviously, but...
And does it just sit against the cylinder head? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, does it just sit
I would
against?
imagine you just, yeah.
Oh, we'll see. If we'll see now that I got this seal. If this doesn't work, then we'll switch to the wrench method. I was gonna modify a wrench. Then I thought, you know what? I wonder if I can use this tool I bought since
Lots of leverage anyway.
yeah, and that's what it's for, but I can get the bolt in there.
Let me Google image box and wrench LS spring swap.
Oh my
Okay, what do we got
god. I
here?
think my brain is melting.
I'll have to look a little deeper.
maybe we'll make a wrench because it seems like it's gonna be a pain in my ass here.
It's a lot of nuts you got there.
Oh, those are spacers. Come on, I got it to go on no problem before. It's because the camera's on. I'm camera shy. What the fuck?
Shit's going on. Was that the one you bought for the small block Chevy?
Yes. Oh, I don't know what's going on now.
There aren't too many specialty tools needed to do this. Valve spring compressor is one of them, as Rob was doing, and we might make one. But the other one is the balancer puller tool, which you know, goes on the balancer, pushes it on the crank, slides it off the snout of the crank. You'd need one of those if you want to do this to get the front cover off, put the new cam in. All right, what do we got behind
Door number 1.
The sealage. Screwdriver?
I need a screwdriver. This is still a factory seal. Ooh, this was crusty. Gasket's still on there.
Is it?
Yeah, you can just leave it, I guess. Wow.
You know what?
It's actually not bad. Tighter than some I've felt.
Yeah, it's actually...
Some of them are really loose, so
It's loose.
I mean, this engine probably has, at this point, around 100,000 miles, at least 110, 20. Yeah, doesn't look too bad inside at all. All right, so I guess I never mentioned, but it's probably just self-explanatory. We're doing this without taking the heads off, because that's the way you want to do it. It's a lot easier. So what they say on the internet to do is to get these wooden dowels and you jam them in the oil gallery holes, and they won't keep the lifters from falling down, which hopefully should have gotten stuck up in their trays when I turned the cam, which would give them one more push. Lifter tray is under there, they'll sit in there. These are more of a fail-safe. If they do come out of the tray, this will stop it from falling down into the bottom of the engine. In that case, the cam won't come out or the new one won't go in, and we'll just have to use a magnet to get the lifter back up out of the way. But yeah, 5/16 is what I found on the internet they want you to use for these dowels. They were tight. This is very sketchy. I'm hoping one does not break off inside the engine, because it took, yeah, had to force it pretty good, and it seems to carve the wood into like a D shape. That's at least what they're saying on the internet, and what I noticed as well. So it'd probably be best to start with steel and just kind of grind one side of it down. If we do this again, we'll probably do that, because this is this chopstick method here is a little sketchy.
Chopsticks.
Yeah, it's not good for the American motor. Rob and now Clayton are picking away at the valve spring swap. This side's almost complete. The cam is ready to pull. I had to cut, there's a brace that stays here behind the hood latch part. I cut out just to have clearance for the cam, and I was cleaning the new cam off, which looks good, but then I saw, oh, what do you got there? It's a little metal shaving in between the two lobes there. So it goes to show, you should probably always clean it for one, but give it a good look over before you install. I'm giving it a really good spinneroonie here. One last chance to make sure the lifters are knocked up in their plastic houses.
Right.
And I think I'll lube up this one a bit first.
Let's see how many cam bearings come out.
Put this in here for pulling it out.
Lady finger.
Are you pulling it out, Mike?
I was gonna get this.
So I got these valve springs all done. We got these valve springs down this side. It was kind of a pain. We ended up using the seals that we need, which is this style, so we could put both springs in there. We're getting some more. We're short 6, 7, 8. So we got one side done. We'll start on the other side and get 3, I think, done until we get more seals.
Riley's coming to the rescue.
Yeah, he's gonna bring us some more. And so right now we're gonna pull this cam out when Mike's done.
Pull it out.
Or Mike pulling it out.
pre-lube this.
Yeah.
Then snake that out and then
Jam
shoot
the
this
other one right in.
I want this. This is.
Well,
Really
it doesn't have to be
stressing the
changed
outside.
within a minute. I mean, it can,
Scared that the
I do
lifters
not want a lifter to fall. Hopefully those shitty dowels do their job.
are in all the way.
But it's,
pull it out.
Out and in, very fast. I'm just gonna do.
Very nice, in and out. Does it feel like it's catching?
it started to come.
It's a little tight.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
there we go. That's what she said. Look at them pipes on Mike.
It didn't work out for that one.
You jerk off with your left arm, eh? I think you might have to just keep turning it.
Or wiggle it, bend it up with that bar a little bit, maybe. It's a little. Oh, there you go. Just being a little tight.
Spit on it? Or... No white lobes yet. That's good.
That's the whole thing about this cam swap. This engine's been perfect, really.
Those lobes look more aggressive than when you're putting in. Shit. I just dropped my...
Did you drop your cigarette down there? You're gonna light the fucking truck on fire.
Ouch.
Those leaves, actually.
Yeah, leaves down there, yeah. Squirrel nest.
That's it. That's where this video ends.
Well, now you can probably take that bar out of there
And
if
just
you want,
use your hands.
because you got it out enough to. Just turn it and pull at the same time, because sometimes it gets kind of caught.
I'll have to speed up this clip.
Yeah, you can probably stop. Might take a while. If anything's fucked up, we'll start it again.
Okay, I got it. I wiggled it a bit.
Yeah.
I think Mike's just too scared to.
I am super scared.
We needed a pair of non-gloved up hands.
Or it could be the rubber gloves.
I'm too slippery right now.
And all the cam bearings. Okay, hurry!
Oh my god.
The lady finger.
Hold on. Let me just take a look.
Let's have a look at the cam.
No,
again.
There's no need to
I won't look at the cam bearings. I just want to make sure there's nothing hanging down there. Oh, because the lifters are basically right there.
That's
still.
what I said. So you have to
Yeah.
make sure it's not on
Okay,
the...
anyways,
Oh my god,
Let's
look at that cam bearing.
get away from there.
Get
Mike,
out.
Just leave it alone.
I don't need
that
any
out.
light on that.
Stop looking at the cam bearings.
You can't reuse those bearings.
I distinctly didn't look at the cam bearings.
This is where the video stops. Needs complete disassembly. Did you put that new cam on V-Box and check the runout?
Yeah, well, you just weren't looking.
So I honestly don't know what those dowels are doing then. Or maybe capturing between the lifter, like
Where that groove in the
where the
lifter
groove is. I thought it was the lifter would go up enough to get it from the bottom, but I guess not. It's just sort of
No,
going
it's
up.
through that groove, yeah.
I get you. See, that makes sense. I've never done it like that, so I don't know.
Well, I don't. On a small block Chevy, to the oil gallery, there's two plugs there on the front of a small block,
Yeah,
right? So
can
you probably
just
couldn't-
pull the intake off, and you don't have to do it this way. But all the lifters were sitting where they need to sit, so that's good.
Mike, you look like you've done this a few times.
I'm really good at putting it in, not so good at pulling out.
Yeah.
Once it's in, it swells up. It seizes. Easy.
Man, it's hot.
Ugh.
Why are we doing this when it's so hot?
Because the radiator needed to be fixed.
But it's okay. I don't.
Because it's
Almost
hot.
there.
You know what? I, as much as hot as it's like better than my fingertips freezing, and we're doing this in the winter. So
And it's seized. Why you can't give up now?
there you go. There you go.
Careful, bite your fingers.
You're in there. One more.
Get in your
There you
hole.
go. Woohoo!
Oh, good job.
We're in,
Mike.
we're
Good
in.
job. Look how sweaty he is, Grease.
Woo, now we can take a little break for a while.
Have a cigar
She's
break.
in. Wow.
Cigar breaks all around.
Let's see if we can get these.
Look how greasy his forearms
Let's get these
are.
dowels out of
This is a
here.
high stress situation. Yeah, do that easy. Do you want me to do
Easy,
it?
Rob. Seriously.
Really?
Nice. Oh, it's dirty. That was in
All
hole
greased-
number
all
2, I
greased
guess.
up.
Well, they were both in hole number 2.
There we go. Yeah.
All right.
Want to smell it?
So all the risky stuff has been, show them those sticks, how they, there's like a flatness if you feel it, you probably won't be able to see, but it definitely like squished them down a
Yeah,
little
you
bit.
can kind of see here
Hopefully
where.
there's not a bonfire about to start in my engine, but.
There we go. It's in.
Maybe some kindling wood left in the engine.
Oh, you got the new cam plate to put on.
Yeah, that's actually something I want to mention. If you get a cam, anytime you take the cam plate off or anything, you want to get a new cam plate because the old one.
13 bucks from Summit, so you
Yeah.
have no excuse not to
The
change.
gasket flattens out.
Yeah, the
And
rubber.
then you'll have all kinds of oil pressure issues
You
and have
can't.
to take it all apart again. Ask us how we know.
So best to just buy one.
Yes. All right, so we're just plugging right along. I can't remember the last clip, but we got the front cover on there. Able to put the balancer right back on. That side's all buttoned up, closed. Rob, Clayton doing that kind of valve train
I'm not doing too
assembly work. And we're starting on this side. It's about time that the guy who's gonna get us the seals is gonna be around.
Hopefully.
So it'll kind of work. Yeah, hopefully that works out, but
Just waiting for a ding here.
We
to
got
work out in the nick of
we got
time.
two left, so of the
correct seal.
correct seal. So
Yeah, so we can continue putting the front of the engine together, but
Water pump.
yeah, pretty smooth. The hard part's definitely over. Put the camera down for a little bit so we can just hammer through this. Our dinner just arrived. We skipped the dishes, some burritos, but right now I just hooked up the battery and we think we're good to try start it. We're gonna see what it does now and then eat and then fuck with it, but who knows, it might run right now, you never know.
Is it in park?
Something like that here.
No.
So you can get my retarded face when it explodes. There's nothing we're forgetting, right? I can just turn.
should be able to.
Give her.
Watch your legs for the torque converter. Immobilizer.
That sounds pretty good.
Oh, it's pretty shaky.
Well, it sounds like it's something. Definitely needs some tuning, but.
I'll have to put more chop in there. You can hear that 108.
Sounds pretty good. Even when he revs it up, it sounds very like. But it's not tuned either, right? But
Needs a little more RPM.
right, yeah.
Ha! Look at those converter bolts now.
That's fucking converter life.
It's trying to lurch. What in the shit's going on here?
Those converter bolts.
Bye.
That noise is normal.
Jeez. Alright.
Definitely need to pull some fuel, that's for sure.
That's a little fuely. A little stinky.
Success, let's eat. All right, so I'm making a few couple quick changes in the tune. Rob jacked it up again to try and do something with the gross torque converter noise, which I ignored and said it was helpless, but he fixed it.
No, I didn't fix it.
Oh,
Because all three bolts are in still,
yeah.
but they're not tight. Like in terms of, they're not tight, but they're tight.
They're seized,
They're not going to come out,
but you can move the converter
but you
a
can
little
move the
bit.
converter back and forth because.
Yeah, I kind of remember that now.
Yeah, and I can't tighten them anymore. They're seized in the holes basically.
Wasn't any worse.
But what I think we should do is just get the welder
Weld
out,
them?
and at least one of them just weld it.
Tack it.
Yeah.
If you can get to it without taking anything else
Yeah.
apart, it wouldn't be the worst idea
No,
because I
was gonna
wanted to do
At
that
least
before.
It won't go clunk, 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 clunk. It's still not going to be the best, but
Yeah.
for temporary for right now.
Unless it instantly breaks it.
No. Just weld
Attack
one.
all three.
Well, whatever.
At least one. And somewhere where we can get to with a grinder easily. But yeah, then it'll be good enough at least for cruise night tomorrow. I don't know if I mentioned in this video, but we're gonna try get a i6 Trailblazer, Bravada, Rainier, or Envoy converter, the 4.2 Alice GM engine. Apparently if you put that behind one of these bad boys, well, lots of the guys are doing it in full-size trucks, so that'll make it stall higher. They say it's like 26, 2800 stall. In this, maybe it'll be like 24, 25 if I'm lucky. But we're gonna get one out of the junkyard because there was a bunch of them today, but we didn't get it because it was too hot. But anyway, let's throw a tune in this thing and weld the thing, torque converter, gas.
Just a little bit.
All right, so just writing one more tune to the old S15. Riley gave me some tips, things he just looked up, refreshed himself on, and
Yeah, super chop tune.
secrets he's done on his car, which sounds ridiculous. So we're gonna see what happens. This will probably be the last time we start it tonight because it's starting to get late, but get at least one more good chop clip. This one's gonna be a 912 RPM desired, and a whole bunch of other changes. So might sound a little too high, but we're gonna go with it, guys.
Make tons of noise when
Yeah.
the kids are sleeping and they're sleeping.
It worked.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Maybe a little bit.
Broke the weld.
a little bit of clunk, but still pretty good.
That's
So
pretty choppy in
Yeah,
person.
sounds good.
Yeah.
thanks, guys. Everyone definitely helped out today. I couldn't have done it without them. So yeah,
I didn't do that.
that was a quick day of chop install. A little frustrating getting reassembled and all the custom things like I mentioned before I started this video that happened in this truck, but it's better than ever. I actually moved where the transmission cooler is, so it has that now holding it there, and then a zip tie there for now. And I mean, it kind of floats in place anyway. Pulled this stuff back because, like I said, that destroyed the previous rad, and yeah, happy today went as smooth as it did, because you never know. Definitely helps being at RFG where there's tons of spare parts. And like I said, having good friends. Tune in for the next one on SPPTV.
Check you later.
Yeah. See you later. Check you later.
I'ma make you cry. Ay, ay, ay.